Sweet Caroline.
Ba, ba, ba. The times never seem so good.
So good, so good.
The sun's going down as I try to make my way through the crowd. Feeling alive, I love being by your side. It makes me shine.
What a way to finish up our time here in Longreach.
It's been an awesome few days.
Look, for our first visit here, we know that we're going to be return visitors. We've had such an awesome time. And we finished it up with a truly authentic Outback experience with Smithy's.
Yes, so we headed out on their Silver Tails Rail Sunset Tour, Dinner and Show. So it was quite the afternoon, wasn't it?
Yeah, and evening. And the start is really what sets the tone when you arrive into that heritage listed railway station, built back there in 1916, and then you're met with this 2000 class heritage rail motor. Jasper decided to call the Silver Bullet. I think he nailed it.
Yes, she was beautiful.
And we were met by the friendly team from Outback Aussie Tours and straight onto the train for really what was a memorable evening.
Oh, it really was. I loved everything about this tour. So we kick off with our afternoon on the rails with Robert and Mick, our train drivers, and their commentary was fantastic.
Just enough.
Yes, but really educational as well. So around Longreach and the region, also the wildlife and the environment, and of course the history of the railway out here in Outback Queensland. And look, we would have only been on board 5 or 10 minutes, and the staff are coming around with menus for you to be able to choose your beverage of choice. There was a really good selection of soft drinks, non-alcoholic and alcoholic beverages. And we literally just kicked back, had a drink, watched out the window as that beautiful landscape passed us by. And then it was time to pull up and take in that stunning outback sunset, looking out over the floodplains. That was awesome, wasn't it?
It was. What I liked was that Rob put on some tunes. There was a bit of a sing-along with the train. And then some souvenirs came around, which we did get suckered into. A wooden train whistle for Jasper. I think it's $12 we're possibly going to regret.
Yes.
Spending.
Yes, I think he's trying to set a world record for how much he can blow into that whistle. But after that, the staff came out with the canapés, and we each received a really fantastic little canapé platter to be able to sip on our glass of wine, continue to watch that beautiful sunset. It was a really, really perfect way to end that day.
Yeah, look, it really is still a family experience, this part of the evening. I think that the guys, particularly Rob, his engagement with Jasper and all of the other kids that were on board, he encouraged them to come up the front, sit with him. Look, our hot tip would be to get on the back of the carriage,
Yes.
on the leg down, because then you're sitting at the front of the carriage on the way back through. And yeah, we really enjoyed that, having that sunset there. Jasper up the front, learning the ropes, getting to use the real whistle,
Yes.
which was more enjoyable than the wooden one. And then he even got to take the handbrake off. You know, that was a highlight for his part of the evening for sure.
Absolutely. And then it was time to start rolling again. And for those guests who weren't continuing on to the dinner, they were going to head back to the Longreach station on the train. But for those of us that were going to party on that night, it was a short trip to where we were met by a bus, and then only about a 500 metre drive from where we got off the train to Smithy's Outback Dinner and Show. And I don't know, look, we've done plenty of these experiences as we've travelled around Australia, but there was something really special about this, and we put it down to that authentic Aussie outback charm. And of course, it's always about the people, and we were met with beautiful smiling faces from Sue and the team.
Yeah, you can see why this rates as the #1 experience to do when you are in Longreach. They have plenty of other tours actually, and tag-alongs, you name it.
Yeah, these guys are busy, hey?
They are, but they're so passionate about showcasing Australia, and they do it so well. As we were escorted through to our table, we were then introduced to each of the team members as we went, including Drew Blundel. What a voice.
He was amazing. He was our entertainment for the evening, and it was just perfect. A really great blend of those Aussie classics. You know, he even took requests. Jasper put his hand up and shouted out a couple of requests as well, so it was lots of fun.
Take me home to the plains, not below West Virginia.
Now they serve up a delicious 2-course meal that is cooked over the hot coals. How Aussie is that? And finished up there with some hot damper, drizzled with golden syrup, tea or coffee of your choice. And there was a fantastic selection at the bar, full service bar, but we really felt VIP'd the whole time throughout this experience.
And that goes for everybody on this tour, not just us. Everybody felt VIP'd and got incredible attention and service from the staff here at this Outback dinner. And, you know, sitting out amongst the gum trees, sounds like a famous song, doesn't it? Under the stars, listening to Drew's dulcet tones, you know, it just doesn't get any better.
Yeah, and I love that they also, again, catered for the kids. There's a big area at the back, you know, so they weren't interrupting any of the entertainment or really the adults enjoying the music and the dinner. The kids could play in the sand pit with all the tractors and toys they could possibly want. So really well presented and just really well catered for everyone that was there.
And look, I think the icing on the cake was at the end of the evening, as all the guests were coming back out to board the bus home, and we of course got dropped back to the train station, but they do drop you to your accommodation as well. We got a farewell wave from Sue and the team, who stand out there at the end of every dinner and show and wave off all of their guests. And it really is those little things, I think, that really, you know, cement in your memory, and they're the things that you share with other people.
I think it is that it makes you feel like you're just an extension of their family. And that is what is so great about being here in Outback Queensland. Righto, it is time for us to get ready to roll, get Jasper Rooney in the car. We are heading to Barkey.
Yes, to our favourite hit camp in Outback Queensland. Oh my goodness, this is somewhere, wherever we come, we just want to park up and stay forever.
And in fact, there's a couple of new campsites, or campsites that we haven't actually experienced yet, that we're going to check out as well.
No, actually, you know what? Normally my CDs and my USBs and stuff are $20. You've been such a wonderful crowd, I'm going to discount tonight for you. $19.99. So,
Good morning.
Good morning, little Jasperini. Longreach, it is time to say goodbye.
Hey, why is Longreach called Longreach?
Because of the long reach of water, about 10 kilometres.
Yes.
The Thompson River.
One of the things we've learnt here in mighty Longreach. It is one of our favourite outback towns that we have visited and stayed and played to date.
Yes.
Much better, much bigger, much more to do than any of us had really anticipated.
Craziness, like we've literally scratched the surface, so good reason to come back and do a couple of the other really iconic
No, we didn't even
tourist
get to the
attractions in
Stockman's
town.
Hall of Fame. Crazy. I know everyone's sitting out there going, when are you going to do that? No, it gives us a reason to come back, like you
for
say.
sure.
What's your favourite part, Jasper?
The train, definitely.
Yes.
Love
Okay.
that.
Me, the wing walk, Qantas Museum, the whole Qantas experience, I think. Incredible.
Yeah, and I love Smithy's dinner. I just thought that was such
It was
an
great.
awesome evening.
That guy's voice, Drew
Yeah.
Blundel.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's related.
Yeah. Don't know. We'll
Anyway,
Google him.
He's got a voice as good. Okay, so Katie's going to run over into the IGA, but
Yes.
before she does, we thought we'd give
Which
it...
is well stocked, I have to say. I've stuck my
Yes.
head in there. It is huge and massive.
Except that it is closed on a
Huge and
Sunday.
Yeah, it
Both-
is closed on a
both
Sunday,
huge and
even though
massive.
it tells you that it's open online. Do not believe them.
No, that's right. So Sunday's closed. So we're back here Monday morning to go and do a quick shop before we head on to Barkey.
Yay.
To Barcaldine, as the locals call it, Barkey. But listen, we'll quickly talk about Muddy Duck.
Yes. Okay, so this is where we stayed. We were only here for a couple of nights. They're about
10
5k
minutes.
out of town. Yeah, if that. So really lovely. Just on the western side of the Thompson River. Family owned, Longreach family. Brand new. I think they're only in their second season.
Yeah, and look, they are chockers. They've had 3 months of full tenancy.
Yeah, they get a
Amazing.
great rap. The reason we chose that one was because the reviews on Wikicamps were awesome. They get a really great rap, and we wanted to support, a local family giving it a crack. They're massive though, aren't they, Jasper? They've got like 300 sites.
Huge, and to
Great
think that they're full
facilities.
for that long
Yeah.
shows it's much needed. They're even talking of expanding. Yeah, the amenities are great and,
Yeah.
and plenty of space for everyone.
Yeah.
But listen, what we want to do is also give a shout out to the Apex campground, which is on the other side of the river, pretty well opposite
Yeah.
to where we were, and it's $10 a night.
Yeah, $40 a week.
Yeah, which is cheaper than one night at Muddy Duck, I have to say. I'm still supporting the community.
Yes.
Obviously no power, but you can get fresh drinking water and fill up your tanks. There's a large green grassy lawn.
Yeah, within the parkland. Yeah.
Yes. There is a large covered area with free barbecues.
Yes.
And you can also launch any of your water activities, your paddleboards and kayaks and things from the beach there. It's like a sandy beach versus muddy Ducks access.
Yeah.
So look, maybe the perfect way if you were going to come here for say 4 nights would be to have a couple of nights over there if you don't need your power or you can get by, and then you can go over and hook up and get fully charged at Muddy Ducks. Anyway, next time we will stay
give
at
the
Apex
Park
Park.
a go. Yeah, heaps of parking, like one main area right next to the parkland, and then across the road as well. They've got like a big overflow area, and there was plenty of people camped out there in the bush.
Too good. All right, Katie, go get our shopping. Jasper and I will go for a little wander in town, and then it's on to Dunblane Station.
Yay, one of our all-time favourite places to camp back at David's. But we're trying something new. New
Yes,
site.
love it. Here we go.
Woo!
Go, we just slowed right down here, 50 zone through Ilfracombe.
This is a cute little town, isn't it?
It is, and of course it's famous for the Machinery Mile.
Yes, we're passing right now. Pretty cool, actually, I have to say. And one of the best installations of its kind like this that we've ever seen, as far as how well maintained it is, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, and stop in to the Bottle and Gun Display Centre as well, McMaster's Machinery Shed. See the guys in there. But something else well worth your time, and we did this yesterday, is to come to the Wellshot Hotel. Now we were tipped off by Robert and Mick on the train.
Yep.
And they said come down at about 11:45 on a Sunday and you'll be in for some pretty good YouTube material. How did you go, Jasper?
It took me 4 goes, but I eventually got it up there.
And what did you do? Tell us what you had to do.
So you have to throw money up onto the roof, and you got to try and get it wedged in there. And
Yes.
all that money goes to the RFDS, which is really awesome.
It is really awesome. And mate, there were much bigger kids who just couldn't get the money in there, on the roof. And
And then I just come along and go, I'll show you how it's done.
So humble.
you
but
are not lacking confidence, mate, which is good. Now, the Wellshot Hotel, we didn't know this until we actually came to the pub, and the food was great.
Yeah.
Is that they have room for caravans out the back.
Yes, and now I just looked it up on Wikicamps, so you can camp. It's $10 a person per night, $5 extra if you want power, and it's a sweet little spot. And they've got a great beer garden. They have some goats out the back as well, and the Wellshot is awesome. A quirky little outback pub.
What's so cool about this pub is that it was actually originally in Buckholden, and it is the oldest and the original building for Ilfracombe. It was
Yep.
the first building there. It's like 130 years old, and they moved it literally down here by horse and cart.
Let's start a town, Dale. I know. We need a pub. That's what they did. So good. Hey, on the money in the roof, they've raised over $28,000 so far for the RFDS last year.
Last year. Yeah, that's
how cool
right.
is that?
So they're doing really well. Stop in there, say hi to the guys, but make sure you're there. 11:30, 11:45 on a Sunday. Join in the fun. Right, back on the road, Jasper. Annie.
Yeah, roll it again.
Well done, mate.
Thank you. I think you should actually try and throw some money up there. It was really fun.
What they actually do is they pass the hat around, and so everyone's, there was a few people that did put in $50. I think on that day they actually had $370. So then they pull it together. So even if you've thrown in a couple of bucks or $20 or $200, they pull it together and then they get some bigger notes.
Yeah.
And then they let the kids give it a go. And if you actually get it to stick in the roof, they then give you a free drink.
Oh yeah,
The
you
pub-
scored a ginger beer.
Pub sponsors a drink.
So good. Love it.
That's so good.
It's got many layers. Just keep going straight. So when you show it, just up hard like that. But it's got to go hard. Hard. Hard, Jasper. Oh! Okay. It's got to go hard, mate. It's got to stick in that timber. Hang on. Up. Look at going. That's it. Yeah, bend your legs. Up hard. If you catch a coin, that gives you a free drink.
Thanks for watching. Please do like, subscribe and share our channel. And if you'd like more information on full-time RV travel and living, visit our website, thefeelgoodfamily.com. There you'll find loads of free resources, our weekly podcast, caravan cooking recipes and much more. We look forward to seeing you next week. Take care of yourself and your family and happy trails.